I am at Beijing Sports University, walking from the hotel that we're all staying at to the dining hall. It's our second day at Beijing Sports University, and we've been training in the martial applications of Tai Chi Chuan. And all of our minds have been absolutely blown several times over the past 2 days. We're all walking around in a bit of a daze with the amount of information that we've had to soak up, and it's been quite a shock after 2 weeks on Wudang, where I didn't really feel like I was getting anything. I was going over a form I learnt there last year, and it didn't feel like I was getting anything new, and I felt stagnant with the whole form. Didn't feel like I was doing the form well, and I fell for all the classic ego traps and everything of thinking, oh, it's the coaches, they're not doing a good job, and or maybe I'm just not clicking with them, whatever. And but then I quoted the Tao Te Ching at someone over breakfast this morning, and it got me thinking that perhaps it might be something else. There is a line in the Tao Te Ching that I'm going to butcher every translation I've ever read here and paraphrase really badly. We fashion the vessel out of clay, but it is the emptiness that makes it of use to us. And that's something in Tai Chi that we really try to remember, is to be empty. And I feel like perhaps when I was in Wudong, I wasn't really feeling empty, and it took coming back to Beijing Sports University with my team from back in Melbourne and being here with my master, and my master reminding me, not in any particular way, but just being here with my master, her presence reminding me of the basic principles of Tai Chi, and just to be empty and receive and not be rigid and keep everything on the external. And I think that might be the mistake I was making on Wudang Shan. And I think we can all do that quite often. But perhaps sometimes we can just remember that if we're not empty and willing to receive, that we're not much use to anyone. We're just walking around with preconceived notions and ideas and not growing and adapting, because it is impossible to stay stagnant in this life. We must constantly change and adapt. Anyway, for a change, or for the first time, why don't you guys write what you think down there in the doobly-doo comment section. In the doobly-doo, I might put a link to the passage of the Tao Te Ching. I'll just write out the Tao Te Ching. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, my dinner awaits.